Hello, my name is Eduard Brenton, and welcome to MMMF, my most memorable farts. Sometimes you do a fart that's extremely memorable, and you remember it. That is what I have done. I have chronicled my farts across many years, and I will be talking about them now. Three years ago today, I did an extremely high-pitched fart that sounded like a balloon when you let the air out of it and makes a funny sound. In 2012, inspired by the Olympics in London, I took up running. While running, I did a chain of farts that occurred with each stride I made. Every time my foot landed on the unforgiving concrete, I did a fart. This lasted for 45 minutes. By the end, the fart chain had been reduced to the merest of squeaks. But I don't look down on those farts. They're still farts after all. In the summer of 2008, I did a fart on a bus that was really bad. In 2015, I did a fart that was memorable not because it was particularly impressive, but because of its meekness and capacity to engender a great sadness within me that lasted 9 years, 4 months, and 17 days, or until about 2 hours ago, when I let out an absolute ripper that I can still smell now as freshly as when I did it 2 hours ago, at the moment of the fart's inception. I call this fart the Great Fartpression. It sounded like in 2003, I delivered a fart that shook the world, literally. I did a fart 2 weeks ago that was pretty memorable, but I'm not sure if I only memorize it because it happened 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't really that memorable. I'm still letting that one stew, just like I did with the fart before eventually releasing it to the world. 6 months ago, I unleashed a fart that I can still smell to this day. It's the ultimate lingerer. In November of 1997, I did a fart on a rocket ship that propelled us past our destination and meant we drifted out in space for 8 years. Due to science, we didn't age a day. In fact, we de-aged a little bit, but not so much that it was noticeable. I did a fart in America once. I once did a fart in bed, but I didn't open the covers to smell the fart immediately like I usually do, because I thought something special could be brewing here. I left the fart to stew overnight, and in the morning I stayed in bed, letting my life fall by the wayside, leaving the fart to stew further. A day passed, a week passed, a month passed, a year passed. I survived on radiator dust and some sweet corn I dropped by the side of the bed for this exact scenario. On the anniversary of the fart, I opened the covers, plunging my room and the entire town into a thick fog that lasted for weeks. It was pure ecstasy. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my most memorable farts. I'd like to take a moment now to think about those forgotten farts that I did not remember, wherever they may be. I think that's long enough. Goodbye.
Subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe.